coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard, coping and seething.
Welcome toสวัสดีกระมังกระเซ็กตัวซันชาเนลูสโนปะฮูปะฮูฮาดิซี่
Slippery little bastard! Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't spread over every egg.
But we're all gonna make it. We're all gonna make it, homies. We have to outlive DSP Darkside Phil. We're all gonna outlive him. And then we're gonna go to Six Flags and ride all the roller coasters after he dies. Or quits YouTube. Either after he dies or he quits YouTube, but I genuinely don't know which is gonna come first. Wait, let me drink some of my energy drink. But we're
Oh no.
No. Wait.
Scuffed it again. Oh, we're 0 for 2, boys. We're 0 for 2.
Look, here's the thing.
Fine. Listen,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
All right, explain this to me like I'm retarded.
That won't be that hard.
Oh man, I have one job, and that's to make sure my microphone is on. Jacob says, "How long have you been streaming for?" You know what?
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
Oh fuck. Okay. Oh Jesus. Okay. I'm a professional streamer, guys. This is what I do on a regular basis. Oh god. Agent Strawman, welcome as a member for 6 months. Oh man. Okay. Let's start that again, shall we? Also, is Lumi in the chat? Oh, hi Lumi. If you're in the chat, good to see you. Oh yeah, Lumi, what's up? Good to see you right there. Good to see you. All right. Okay. Yes. Professional. Yes. Welcome to the Legal Mindset. We're gonna be talking about some shit today. We're gonna be going over this, a little bit of a continuation of this VTuber HIP policy. Now, I know some people are going to say, it's not a new policy. It's been around for years, and I've been telling people about it. It's not new. Well, the enforcement of it in an unequal fashion is new, and that's something that is certainly happening. So regardless of whether this has been in existence or unwritten, or it's been a like kind of unspoken policy or unofficial policy, whatever, and they're just making it very clear now, they're being very specific, they're putting it out there. Regardless, it's being enforced, and it's being enforced in a pretty insane way. So we're going to talk about that right off rip. And get into that today. Agent Strongman for Tuesday, Silence of the Andrew, Crimson Splat, sends $1. Thank you. Jim Blade says, I bet on Scuff. You did. So 5 members for chat. Jim Blades, thank you so much. I mean, memberships for the Scuff is in fact
Not a sin. I cannot absolve you. Mega based.
and I had a long stream last night, so my throat's still a little dry from that. Normally don't go 3 and at like almost 4 hours last night, which is pretty long for me. when I'm not doing a trial stream and just when I'm straight talking. So yeah, that was pretty long. Natasha for 2, what's up? I see you on locals too. With a wave, frog, rainbow flag, and boomer. Thank you for that. Sparky's text corner says boomer moment, channeling your inner medicker. I'm catching you as I go to sleep. We'll have you on the background. That's awesome. Cool. And Vagabond says, can't tell if the progressive wokeness has gone too far, ultra conservative. Props to Twitch for keeping me guessing. Also, howdy from Guam. Hey, how's it going in Guam? A lot of folks will pop on over to Guam if they're in Asia and they do something through the US or make some filings or whatever else. They'll go over to Guam, which is kind of interesting. It's a shorter flight. All right. So I think I've gotten all those here. And then, of course, we have one over here on locals, which is just inappropriate. This is just inappropriate from Repton, throwing the meme at me here, throwing the meme face at me. Just complete mockery. Really unacceptable. But also thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I got that to go. And I think there's one meme I'll share here, which was kind of a funny one as we start out today. And I will be talking about Kauai a little bit. There's one agency that went down. But the Fishman meme here still stands and kind of lives eternal, which is 3 years, 1,000 yabs, 1 termination, 0 graduations. Sakana does nothing. Competition just keeps shooting itself in the foot. What is this business strategy called? Which is very, very true. Very, very true. So good stuff there. Always like the memes and enjoy that. And I'll cover this real quick before we go into the main topic. And that is Project Kauai. And Project Kauai is officially shut down. So they're ceasing operations November 30th. It says right here, and thank you very much for your support. Actually, let me blow this up so you guys can see it better. Because even I can barely read this, which means you guys definitely cannot read that. Here you go. Cool. So here it is. Here's a notice. So thank you very much for your continuous support of Project Kauai and our affiliated talents. We would like to inform you that Project Kauai will cease operations as of November 30th. After much consideration, we've come to the decision to cease our activities as it would be difficult to maintain the current structure and continue our operation to support our talents. We apologize to everyone who has supported us, our affiliated talents, and all related parties for this regretful conclusion. As for the 15 affiliated talents, from December 1st, 2024, there will be no changes to their channels or social media, and they will continue their individual VTubing activities, which is where we can kind of stop it. So, because, I mean, frankly, there's not much to care about, you know, the windings down of the corporation itself. That's all standard stuff. But the interesting thing is how they deal with the talents. So, saying there's no changes, that's kind of the same as we saw with I think Prism Project, and we've seen with a couple other smaller agencies that have ended up winding down and letting them continue. So this is obviously good that they can keep their personas. Obviously agencies are different, they do different things. Some of them don't do as much, but the girls get to keep their IP. That's a big W. Now, one of my followers, Lenmar, and I got in a little bit of a conversation because he was saying that he was replying in the chat about, you know, HoloLive taking up market share and kind of edging out smaller companies. And then another poster pushed back that, well, no, actually big companies like HoloLive, even Niji, and to an extent FaZe, they actually create room for smaller companies because they're enlarging the market. I tend to generally believe in the latter. So if it's something that's a niche interest, the big companies do end up helping to spread that niche interest. And I know that we in the VTubing world, and yes, I'm now in the VTubing world, I can say that confidently, we know about all these things. We know about the corporations and the inner dynamics, etc., right? But most normies don't know. When I go and talk to people about it, in fact, I ran into a Japanese person last night and I had to explain to them what VTubing was. And they understood once I explained it, but they didn't know any of the personalities or whatever else. But they're familiar with anime, right? So they got it very quickly. But, you it's still something that hasn't penetrated the market fully. It's not something that everybody knows about. It's not like talking about a major sport, right? Like if I go to Japan and talk about baseball, everybody knows about the game of baseball. They may not watch baseball, but they understand the basic concept of baseball. A lot of people still don't understand VTubing even in terms of the basic concept. So there's still some room to grow there. So I think that a little bit of the worry about big companies edging out smaller companies, I don't think that's entirely a thing. Although there could be something said for the strategy of some companies and kind of spamming out VTubers, and maybe that ends up diluting the market, right? Because you can't watch every single one versus having, a company that has fewer VTubers, and that allows you to focus a little bit more and maybe spread that out. So if you wanted to watch, 6 or 7 VTubers, it's going to be a lot of time to invest if you're trying to catch all of their streams, unless they're streaming on different days and different time slots. So yeah, I can see arguments, made there, for and against the big corporations, but I tend to think big corporations still help the market grow. That's my personal take on it for now. But yeah, so bye-bye Kawhi. Bye-bye Kawhi. Let's get here. Late night work lunch, legal mindset. Hi from North Carolina. Hey, howdy from North Carolina. I hope you're doing well out there. And also shout out to everybody. I know North Carolinians are recovering from the hurricane, and I know Floridians are preparing for the hurricane. So I hope you're prepared. Please stay safe. Obviously, I am a Floridian. I know all about hurricanes. I've endured many hurricanes. In a hilarious fashion, I actually have sometimes left my place in Miami to go to Orlando to try to get away from a hurricane. And then the hurricane ended up turning and hitting Orlando, which is hilarious. But please stay safe out there, guys. Nanonic says, hit that like button. Legal muted mindset for the win. Indeed. The DCV Titan said, do you see that Maury Callipy had to do an apology video because she said that Cadians could just go home? Oh, no. Talk about hair. Oh, no.
No. Wait.
So wrong. King Lugia for 5. Thank you so much. And then Walking Corpse for another 5. So thank you, King Lugia, Walking Corpse. You guys are absolutely coming through, and I appreciate it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Oh yeah.
Especially a double like that. It's great. Potentially a criminal says virtual that can't escape being patrolled. I know. And it's great. It's great, Sean, when at the same time we literally have this happening, right? So at the same time, we're going to get into these policies as they're cracking down on VTubers. They're giving a Twitch streamer who literally was having sex, literally fucking. They were giving them, just 7 days. You're unbanned. It's all good. But VTubers get their whole streams, taken down, their channels deleted because they show a fucking hip, right? But fairness, right? Fairness, right? And it's also like, here's another one. Here's another good one. And this just goes to the hypocrisy. Twitch bans anime art. Meanwhile, you've got this. Tell me how this is okay and what VTubers were showing is not. Also, there's a really weird exception. They allow a certain program, I believe VRC chat. So anything that is uploaded to VRC chat is like exempt. And you can show some pretty lewd stuff on that as well. So yeah, people say rip monetization. Listen, we're already going to go rip monetization with some of the stuff I'm going to show today. So don't you guys worry. Also, another good beam here. Get a little Asian bunny X on the bottom here. On the top VTuber. Nah, I don't want any of that. This though, let's simp. Let's simp. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I said it on Twitter and on X, and I'll say it here. The reason is The reason is that these Twitch mods are such simps that think they're going to be able to fuck these girls, right? And in fact, somebody actually posted this, which I think it's a meme. I have not seen the actual policy where this exists. I think they just made this shit up. But this is hilarious. If this was actually policy, this would be hilarious. But I do think this is made up. Suggesting that a person's channel is only popular or not been suspended due to sexual favors. And I'm like, Twitch mods putting that in there seems like they're telling on themselves. If that was real. I'm not sure whether this is real or not, though. This one I didn't actually see. But let's be real, though. Let's be real. It's 100% believable. Masrova Palma for 10 Legal Mindset memberships. Thank you. Yes. Masrova Palma says, a stream ends, I go to sleep, I wake up, another stream starts. This is the cycle of streaming, Masrova Palma. This is the abusive cycle of streaming. But, and I love it last night where people are like, Masrova Palma doesn't exist. Very, very funny. But thank you for that. Appreciate that. Sparky's Tech Corner said the VRC chat thing has two contradicting terms in two spots. Yes, and we're going to go through some of the terms here today. Insert name here says hips don't lie. They indeed do not. And I think that hips should not be illegal. I am a fan of the legality of hips, okay? In all shapes and forms, okay? All shapes and forms of hips. And listen, and we're also going to review, I know Asma made a video on the policies in general. I'm going to review that later on. But look, I don't give a fuck if Twitch wants to allow porn on their site. That's their platform. They can do whatever the hell they want to do. But all what I'm asking is for equal and fair enforcement, right? And calling that out. Now, look, a lot of people say, well, Andrew, isn't there something legal we can do? And this is one of those instances where I have to be honest with people. And instead of trying to grift and saying, oh, yeah, here's some novel legal strategy, saying, nope, Twitch is going to win this one. If you tried to come after them with a lawsuit as a class, saying you are discriminating against us as VTubers, you will lose because it's not a protected class. Now, somebody came out and said, oh, well, they're employees, right? Because they're working. No. If you're a streamer, you are not an employee. They make that very specific in the terms of service. So anybody who is trying to say, oh, yeah, we're going to file a workplace discrimination, this is not your fucking workplace. I know you think it is, but it's actually not. You're not an employee, and you don't understand the meaning of the word employee. And that's a common problem. Not a friendly face is real or virtual are both adultery committed in the mind and spirit, but if you choose the lesser of two evils, VTubers always. Indeed. Always choose 3D. Let's see. So let's go over the policies themselves, huh? We've got the main one here that everyone is having issues with. So let's go over that one here. And this is the one relating to hips, etc. Which is when evaluating reports for sexual conduct, attire is just one factor we will use in making a determination on whether conduct is acceptable. So obviously they're looking at behavior as well. We recommend streamers wear attire that would be appropriate for the context, location, and activity they are broadcasting. For example, workout clothes would be appropriate for a fitness stream, and a swimsuit would be appropriate for a stream from a public beach. See, this is a problem. This is a problem. And this is their fucking loophole, which they allow the flesh tubers to walk through. They allow the Asian money X's, etc., to walk through. Is they say, oh, it's a hot tub, and that's appropriate for a hot tub or a pool, etc. So therefore, you can wear a swimsuit. Therefore, you wear a swimsuit. But because no VTuber is ever at an actual hot tub or pool, you can't ever wear that because it's not appropriate. Right? The attire policy applies to VTubers in the same way it applies to other streamers. Genitalia, buttocks, hips, female-presented nipples, I like female presented. That's interesting. Underbust must be covered at all times on general. Is a femboy okay? Question for the chat. Is a femboy female presenting? It's a yes or no question. Now we have to ask the real deep questions. Koreans just got wiped out this year on Twitch. Hip coverage is often forgotten in this rule, but please make sure your VTuber model covers this area. This is the big one. And we're going to get into the charts and the maps, and we're going to rate people's hips, in classic fashion. But that's the one that everyone's really paying attention to. Festival and beach wear allows slightly more revealing clothing when within the relevant context, allowing the showing of hips and underbust, but genitalia and female presenting nipples must still be covered. Static or slightly animated artwork for scenes such as stream starting and be right back and stream ending artwork must follow the guidelines. If you're in a setting such as a pool, hot tub, or beach that may not be real, props do not require water within them to still consider you in the correct context. Your context is required to be in the correct category and apply any of the applicable content classification labels. If we cannot functionally tell whether or not you are closed or implying you are not, they're going to hit you. But here's the fucked up thing. That's not how they're enforcing this, right? So the problem is they can say all of these things, but when they're not enforcing it, it's a problem. There's more here. Direct links to websites that promote sexual content are not allowed in your content, which is bullshit because we see all of these girls, the flesh tubing girls, the e-girls all have links to their OnlyFans. They all have links to other explicit content, which is a fucking lie, right? The link tree to the OF, exactly. So, and these are big names. And so Twitch knows about them. And they're not hiding it at all. Smile Lula said, thank you for gifting memberships. You're great. Thank you, everybody who gave a gift. And if you received a gift, please say thank you like Smile Lilith. It really helps out. Winter Fox says, Twitch has always been a twit. They've always wanted to be OnlyFans, but got beat to it when they were trying to figure out how to lose more revenue. Oof. Big oof. Yeah, they're OnlyFans light. They're OnlyFans light. And frankly, they should just be more honest and just go all the way. If that's what you want your platform to be, that's what you want your platform to be. You guys ever, by the way, have you guys ever found something random in your fridge? So like I found this water in my fridge. This is like some random, it's called like greenery and drinking water, whatever. And I don't know how it got there, but I'm like, I'll drink it. I don't know how it got here. It's mine now, though. It's always a fun discovery. But anyways, we allow certain content with sexual themes provided it's educational and has content classification labels and doesn't break other guidelines, such as you may have context on how to apply a condom on a banana with the intent to educate. So banana condoms are okay. You should just make your VTuber model a giant banana condom. Right? Slanesh is the thirst. DG sister slipped into your fridge. If I die on camera, avenge me, chat. Avenge me. If I die on chat, alive, chat will avenge me. Yeah, cucumber condom, VTuber model. Positioning your camera to highlight intimate body parts is not allowed. Prohibited example, stretching your legs apart in view of the camera for extended period of times. So Asian girl and poolside girl with a specific camera on their lady bits is allowed? Or rather, it's just not enforced? I don't know. It doesn't make much sense. I mean,
Yeah, right. Explain this to me like I'm retarded.
That won't be that hard.
it's just, it seems like it's clear unequal enforcement here, especially if this has been a pre-existing standard, which they're just clarifying. Now, there is a guideline document which has come out. So we're going to get into that in a second, but I've got some super chats here. So let me get to those and I'll go from largest to smallest. So DECMK for 100. I believe this is Swedish krona. Says no hips for VTubers, but bikini is allowed for flesh tubers. I see some double standards. Well, the thing is, even if you have a VTuber model and you put a pool background, they're going to hit you over that. It's really weird how this standard goes. Now, maybe they wouldn't hit a big content creator. Maybe they wouldn't hit an Iron Mouse, but they're hitting the indies and they're hitting the small ones. Andrew Clark says there's an Outer Limits episode that deals with that sort of thing. People outside of time misplace objects. That's why you find extra and loose stuff. Oh, that'd be fun. This is from like me in the future. Insert name says, I'm surprised Twitch hasn't got an adpocalypse yet. It's coming at some point. Twitch is bleeding money. The thing is, I believe Twitch is Amazon, yeah? Twitch. I believe they're Amazon, yeah? Yeah. So they're owned by Amazon. Amazon can burn millions of dollars and be fine. That's the problem. The problem is Amazon can literally burn. Like, you don't understand. The Lord of the Rings series, which is losing money, it's a complete economic failure, fiscal failure for them. It doesn't matter for them. They make so much money, they can write that off. And now when they still lose money, but what I'm saying is they are just going to deduct it anyways, like they do for all business expenses. And they're going to say, well, we're making tons of money online on other things, so we're fine. It's just offset. They subsidize these programs, but how long they're going to want to subsidize it for is questionable. All right, let's get to the stream guidelines. So this is one that apparently, according to a lot of sources, this is older. By the way, shout out to Josh, Inaka Adventure, Meme Copium in the chat. He does a lot of stuff on Rings of Power. I think he's hanging around. But anyways, we don't permit streamers to be fully or partially nude, including exposing genitalia and buttocks. We do not permit the visible outline of genitals when, especially when covered, even when covered. Broadcasting nude or partially nude minors is always prohibited. Well, that's fair enough. For those who present as women, we ask you cover your nipples. We do not permit exposed underbust. Cleavage is unrestricted as long as the coverage requirements are met. For all streamers, you must cover the area extending from your hips to the bottom of your pelvis and buttocks. From these areas of the body where coverage is required, the coverage must be fully opaque, sheer, or see-through. Augmented reality avatars that translate real-life movement into digital characters are subject to the standard, as is cosplay and others' costumes. To see how it applies IRL, outdoors, body art, please continue reading. So here you go. No, none of this where I guess the nips are showing in here. None of this where you see the camel toe. You get the flaps in there. You can't be flapping, and you can't be bulging. Get that dance belt out. Hide that bulge, right? Hide that bulge. You're packing the anaconda, you better pack it in, buddy. Better pack it in. And obviously you're seeing the hip is fully covered here. Or at least, covered in that portion. So we're going to get into this when we're going through examples on whether it complies or does not comply. Let's keep reading here. Sparky said, didn't you also see you can't browse or pull up 4chan or dark websites on Twitch now? Like, it's sensitive content. That's interesting. More censorship. Not surprised. Bad News Badger for 50 said, not found something random in the fridge, but from time to time pulled out seasonal clothing and found money in there left for them since last season. That's funny. Oyamada said, no matter how they rephrase their TOS or rules, it usually breaks down to biases the moderators making the enforcement. Exactly. It's like cops. Think about it like police. You can change the law, but if the police were enforcing the law unequally, That's what matters. All that matters is that you get pulled over. It doesn't matter what law you broke or why, or the fact that the guy next to you was doing 120 miles an hour in a 45 mile per hour zone, and you were doing 50 in a 45 mile an hour zone. All that matters is you got pulled over, because at the end of the day, you're paying for it. And that's what I try to impress on people who are whining and saying, oh, this isn't new and shut up and it's misinformation, et cetera, et cetera. Well, guess what? The enforcement and the veracity of the enforcement is new. And that's what matters. Kai says, plop, plop, get pregnant, plop, get pregnant for waking me up at 2 a.m. DCV Titan says, I thought Twitch wants me to chatterbait and YouTube wants me to become Twitch. So all shall become chatterbait. It's all merging. It's the third impact of becoming chatterbait. Spider Bro says, all VTubers line up. I'm a certified hip inspector. It's like the certified boba inspector. FBI. Federal body inspector. Or fine body inspector. Hypnotic and Rapture for 12 months says, these Twitch thoughts are not very attractive even if they expose themselves. Most of them are shallow and dumb. VTubers in contrast are much more entertaining, comically funny, sweet people. Yeah, they're genuinely talented people. VTubers are genuinely talented. Now look, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Some of the flesh tubers on there, look, listen, attractive girls. It's undeniable. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Look, on my stream, I'm 100% honest. They're attractive girls. They're not unattractive. Right? And they may not be everybody's type, right? But physically attractive, very attractive people, objectively, right? But when I look at VTubers, I don't think, okay, it's just the model. I don't sit there and simp for the model alone, right? I am actually paying attention to what they're doing, what they're covering, if it's funny. I was there last night in the chat for Cynical, right? Watching her play Silent Hill. And I'm laughing at like marriage jokes, right? And that just cracked me the fuck up. And like the weird marriage riz of like husbands rizzing their wife and how that's completely hilarious, right? Like I'm not saying for titties go bounce, 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 right? Which I feel like for a lot of the e-girl streams is pretty much why people are there, right? Or I was over with Poe today. I was sitting in my post chat, shout out to Poe, doing my intro. And, we're talking about tax evasion. I mean, where else are you going to talk about tax evasion in an e-girl stream? Not that you should ever do that. We were just saying in VTuber land, there is no such thing as tax evasion. So fun stuff. Elspire Ava, welcome as a YouTube member. Appreciate you joining as a member. Welcome. And then we've got from Disregard for 10, who says, even with these guidelines laid out, Twitch's problem always has been enforcement. So even if VTubers follow the guidelines, the power tripping mod will still strike them or something else. Yes. Because they'll say the context is inappropriate. The context is inappropriate. Emiru might be the closest thing fleshies have to a VTuber. Yeah, you could say that. Like a blended area. But I mean, we could say like Kason, right? Kason does both. So, and there are VTubers that do both, right? So there are people that play, okay, I'll do an IRL stream and I'll do VTubing as well. All right. So let's talk about this. Now, this is an unofficial one. Someone just made this up. But I think this is actually pretty accurate. So I want to share this with you guys. So the green is permissible. The orange the pink must be covered. And yellow is a maybe. So let's zoom in here real quick. So male is kind of easy. Male is hip and groin must be covered, but can show chest, right? So got to cover your thing. Got to cover your thing, including your cock line. So this is a big thing too. the cock lines and the coochie lines, they got to be covered. And you know what I'm talking about. The line extending up over here, got to cover those lines, okay? No mound. No mound. Yes, rip monetization. Rip monetization. Yes, no gutters. Yes, no gutters. Now, with the female, it's a lot more interesting. So yellow is maybe, right? So side boob is questionable. It's questionable. It may or may not be under boob. But everything here has got to be covered. The side boob is that uncanny valley. We don't know. We don't know. So that's led us to, of course, some funny stuff. Obviously, if you saw my thumbnail, you saw this, obviously. It's Lithia Vey. Oh, I didn't give her a follow yet. I'll give her a follow for this. Got hips, exposed hips. Hide them away from Twitch's TOS with the VTuber chastity belt. Available for free on my Ko-Fi. Hilarious. Hilarious. Also, we also found a fully compliant, 100% compliant VTuber model. And that's right here. This is an example. It's provided by Twitch, right? I hope those eyes aren't too lewd, right? Maybe those eyes are going to be, the eyes might be bannable. And we're catching a ban for that. By the way, 59% of you say a femboy is not female presenting, but 41% of you say yes. So yeah, it's too curvy, right? It's too curvy. Oh man. Oh man. Twitch. Yeah, salam halal, brother. The future is bright, guys. I do like this meme here. It's a pretty good one. Twitch over here. Stop VTuber menace. Cover up. I changed the rules. Something the matter, bitch boy? Anime girl hips hurt your feelings? This could not be more true. This could not be more true. People in the chat. Inshallah, legal mindset. What's up? It's all my brothers and sisters around the world. Great. This is great. So many good memes. All right. So now that we've gone past the fun stuff, we've got more though. So there have been a lot of examples of what is appropriate, what is inappropriate. So for example, someone posted this. So we're going to go through some examples, right? This is posted by Leah Kitties. So this one right here is not permissible. Right? Not permissible. So why? Well, as you can see right here, and I'll zoom in on it, I'll enhance. Yeah, right here. Let's do the enhancement. Inflation, if you will. First of all, I think she's got too much underboob. Too much underboob. And you got those gutters. Got those gutters. See that gutter? Right there? That's haram. Haram, my brothers. Cannot have that gutter. Illegal. Banned. So ruled. Also, yeah, too thick. No, I'm joking. But yeah, hip not fully covered either. This is not enough hip coverage. So double negative there. Too much hip. They killed Jessica Rabbit. Chat already simping. Over 9,000. It's all good. Spider Bro said, with Boba, you have my guarantee that I inspect respectfully. Yes, yes. We are all supreme hentai gentlemen. I learned a word in post stream today, which was hentai shinchi, which means hentai gentleman. Apparently, hentai shinchi is hentai gentleman, and all otaku that are a little bit hentai should aspire to be hentai shinchi. Fun stuff. All right, next, let's look at this one. Look at this one. Yes. Oh yeah, P.O. My pronunciation. Not good today. Not good today. Hello, gentlemen. All right, another model. Let's do some enhancement here. Now, this does look like festival wear. So this is like you would wear to a festival, right? Like a rave. So if this was set at a rave, it should be okay, right? Well, except for she shows a little bit too much under boob and a little bit too much hip. This is too sheer. It's not opaque. And the requirement is that it's opaque. Also, you can see the outline of the gutter. See it, chat? See it, chat? So, haram! Fails! Fails. The see-through is a nice touch. It's a beautiful model. I like the model, but doesn't look like it would pass to me. Yeah. Welcome to 2024, baby. Also, Fictitious Brain, welcome. As a new member of the RPG, welcome, welcome, welcome. Indeed, indeed.
Hello, Beso Department.
Very based, unlike Twitch. Let's get to something more thick, huh? Let's get to some thickness. So we've got this one, which someone posted. Now, some thickness right here. Oh, someone asked, when am I drinking water? I said, this is a water. Yeah. Thick with almost 3 C's of thick on that one. Almost 3 C's of thick on that one. But not probably going to be okay because of, I think, a little bit too much there. And I don't know whether this is like it's a tricky one. I think this one, the mods would hate. The mods would hate. They'd ban it. Because remember, the mods are not going to rule in your favor. They're going to rule against you. Oh, I see Lumi posted here. Let's get Lumi out here. What's up, Lumi? Okay. So, Lumi, hips are okay. Bust is okay. It's covered. Bust fully covered. Hold on. We've got to enhance on the on that one. We got to enhance in the middle. This is fully okay. So let's go over here. We've now got to, this is the level of analysis we have to go through. We have to see, we have to enhance down all the way to check the folds. Did you guys see any flaps there? Because if you see a flap, you cannot tap. Right? You got to look very carefully. Inspect respectfully. I think it's fine. There's a little bit of a gutter outline, but I think that's okay because it's closed. It's opaque. And there's no gap in the middle, no camel toe. So I think we're doing all right. Do butt fangs count? I don't think so, but there has to be clothes over them. Right? Yeah. Panty line is okay, I guess. All right, here's another one. Which this model is actually a really beautiful model. This was posted by Nutty, who says they're anxious about the situation. They said they think they're okay with the hips, but the side boob is the issue. Actually, I think this one is going to have issues with both the side boob and the hips, because right here their hip is exposed and it's a little too high. They're covering the high hip but not the low hip. So I think it's too much hip here, and the under boob is too much. So they're going to have to cover that up. And there was somebody who responded and actually did the cover up of the boob. And this is what they'd have to cover. Right there. Right there. We can't have fun things, motherfuckers. We cannot have fun things. Yeah. And even this is risky, guys. Even this level is risky. I mean, it usually, might even want to pop it up to half, but yeah, that's the bare minimum. But then put on some boy shorts underneath that outfit. It's like this outfit. Someone asked me about this one. This one's too much hip. This one needs shorts. This one needs shorts. A little bit of that long neck, but I'm okay with that. With a long man here. But the hip too exposed. Right? Too much hip. Got to put shorts on under that. Because it only kind of comes over at the waist. Yeah. We didn't do a long man. Should we do a long man? Let's do a long man clip. It's been a while.
Long man.
When your hips are too long. When your hips are too long. long man's in the chat. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for using those new emojis. Shout out to the members. And actually, shout out to Mark's Mayhem for volunteering to help me out with some emojis. So thank you for that. Appreciate you, Marks. Got some based and talented members out there. And as always, if you have some sort of talent skill, you want to hit me up, let me know. If you have some reaction clips you want to send in, let me know. All right, here's another one. This is more of a, we're getting into more meme territory, but Pia P, the slime alien VTuber, said, announcement: to avoid getting banned by Twitch, I've decided that to no longer have exposed hips or boba, or in fact, having a body is all too risky. Praise the puddle. Praise the puddle. Yep.
Compliance.
That's where we're at, people. Puddle tubers. We're at puddle tubing.
No. Wait.
Puddle tubing. All right. We've got a very lewd one here. And I know you guys are going to like this one. I know you're going to like it. Because you guys are...
Degenerates. You guys degenerates.
I know you're going to like this one. Because it's got no pants. I know. Listen, stop gooning. Stop gooning out there. Stop gooning. I hear Bao somewhere just gooning over level 9,000. But no pants. No pants. How dare you? How dare you? Hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, it's old Doobie. Old Doobie getting banned. For Fred said, mine said, how dare you show us your neck? I'm a member, so I can see you. So I'm not a member, so I can see you being so revealing. Andrew Clark says, interested in a VTuber example that did a full body virtual meet and greet with TwitchCon? Yeah, if you want to send it, or send it to my email. You can post it on X in the thread, or you can DM me. Either one. Just post it in the thread of today's stream, and I can get to that. If you do that, I will pull it up. Oh, show. Thank you for that. Let me make sure it wasn't a sent. Harley, who sent me yours. Yours is okay. Your hip is mostly closed. Is mostly covered. So you're good. You're good. You DM'd it to me, so I didn't know if you wanted me to show it or not. But yours is good. Yours is good. Let's see. Let's see if anybody else posted in my thread. Oh, I think some people did actually. Oh God, here we go. So hold on, let me. Twitch is effing gay. Stupid level over 1,000. Yes, indeed. Also, Bad News Badger says Donald Duck will never be a true streamer. True. Sparky, this is too much of a bulge, bro. Sparky, this is fucking bulging, man. Gotta flatten out that. You're packing too much heat, bro. You gotta go to soy. You gotta go more soy boy. Pack that in, man. You got a satellite cannon in there? What are you hiding in there, brother? What are you hiding in there? Got that little got that rocket launcher? Come on. So we already got Lumi. Yeah, oh my God, you got gutters? You got gutters? Haram. There's gutters here. Valenfire, you got gutters, bro. Gutters. Banned. We got this one. Only hips the Twitch mods like. Accurate. Let's see anybody. Oh, I spoiled the meme here. This is haram. Moo dang. You're gonna go full moo dang on me? No. Haram. Moo dang. Thai hippos. Banned. No Thai hippos allowed. This is compliant. Oh God. Yeah. What's totally allowed? Okay. Thank you guys. Oh, yeah. So Harley, you just showed me this. This is clearly okay. I was actually going to play a Moodang video today. I had a Moodang meme video I was going to play, like the history of Moodang. But I decided we're busy enough. We got a lot to do. And I've got some other clips too. Let's play a clip before we get into the Asmongold stuff. Because there's an Asmongold kind of commentary on this that I want to rate. Let's get some Filipina Tenma. Let's do this.
Then I was acting very Filipino. Putangina mo! Gago! Putangina! Gago! Pisteawa! So I got Pino.
Shout out to my Filipinos and Filipino brothers and sisters out there.
Filipino ma? Where did your Filipino ma come from? I don't understand. I heard Tagalog. I was summoned here on. Oh yes, Lodi cakes. Oh charot. Oh sana all. Oh, is the Pinoy ma? Oh, I have unlocked a new nationality.
Official Filipino.
Okay, but Emma, can you tell the second Filipino flags apart? Because you can't. Who said you can't? Who said you can't, huh? Singapore. 啊，
你
手海七百啦！啊，手海七百啦！
She is the perfect idol until she speaks. Hilarious. Good stuff. That was a good clip. I enjoyed that. Very much enjoyed that. Honorary Swagapino. El Senor Locos is a 20-year older guy at my work, also watches you. Awesome. Hi. Cool. Well, glad everybody can enjoy Legal Mindset no matter the age. And my age demographics are pretty wide. I have people that are young watching me and people that are old watching me, really old watching me. Shout out to Professional Gentleman, my mod, who's an older dude, right? And then we got Danielle, she's younger, Got lots of people of different ages who watch my content because it's educational and entertaining for all, and perhaps maybe even family friendly. Maybe a little family friendly, even if the family is a little bit.
Degenerates. You guys degenerates.
Maybe. Sparky's Tech Corner says I've been felted. Yes, it's over. Reaps for 2. Ozzy said puddle tubing, pea tubing. That doesn't sound right. Spider Bro says rip Kish's summer suit and her swinger hat. Yeah, rip Kirsha in general. Actually, I saw Kirsha post something. Hold on, what was it? A Kirsha stream? Let me see her. I think it was like one of her thumbnails, maybe, but it was hilarious as hell. Let me see if I can find it. Where was it? Let's see. Oh no, it was a thumbnail that was like really censored, and it had like halal on it. It was great. Lumi Angler said, "You think my lolly Lumi would get schmacked by Twitter for lolly hate because they have to unban Shondo? Either way, it's cute and funny." No, here's the thing, Lumi. You could do the lolly and Shota. You just have to really behave, because if you do anything that can even be remotely implied as sexual, they're gonna ban you. Straight up. Right. So just be very careful with what you're doing and don't show your feet, because feet, that's what I'm with Shondo. Feet are completely haram because it's considered sexual. Right? It's considered like fetish. So can't show your feet at all if you're a lolly, which it's fine because you're a mermaid there. Don't have feet. Have a fin. Just don't like rub any objects with the fin. Somebody asked, is this one okay? Boobs look fine because there's only side boob, not under boob. I mean, maybe you could cover a little, but generally this is probably okay. And then hips are covered. No gutters. So I think this is fine. Just wait till they make you cover your navel. I said, I dream a genie. That's not ironic. That's not a joke. They're going to eventually get to there. But yeah, good model. I like it. It's an adult model, or an adult looking model, not a lolly looking model. So feet would be okay. But yeah. Cool. So thanks for that. I don't know if they want to, I guess they may want to shout out a little bit. Let me see. That is, let me go back to the profile, my profile to confirm that one. That was, wait, that was posted by Earhall the Watcher. So here's Twitter, at Watcher_Earhall, right? Vtuber did a meet and greet at TwitchCon. Female Vtuber, not a femboy. Well, this is fine, right? Okay, so they did a meet and greet at TwitchCon. Okay. They cover up. Yeah, this is minimum cover up. And because they're not a femboy, this little bulge here is not taken as offensive. I think if they were a femboy, the bulge would be impermissible. And their boobs are entirely covered here, right? with an opaque material, only the top and only minor cleavage, like very minor, barely at all. So yeah, good model. I actually like this art, right? I like that you had to clarify not a femboy. So thanks, Andrew Clark. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, here it was. Whoever posted this is a G. This was the Kirsha one right here. Isn't this great? I mean, Kirsha, as always, is
Hello, beso de pato, man.
with her humor. This is a good one. The starting soon. Yeah, actually, some of these girls, hold on, let's go back. Some of them do have too much underboob. This is too much underboob. And the middle girl, or so the Kirsha, and then that's probably too much as well over here. So yeah, inappropriate based Foxu. Go back to the Islamic Council for approval. All right, let's listen to some Asman, and I'll see whether I agree with him or not. I'm going to listen to this on 1.25x because it's 26 minutes, and I want to cut that down. So here we go. Twitch is 100% cooked, and this is about the new rules.
Going forward, we'll use enforcement notes to outline how our rules to apply to trends that we see on Twitch. If a new, quote, meta violates an existing policy, we see a spike in our data. Well, let's see what the new meta is for today.
Once again, I think she's an objectively attractive streamer. This is actually really tame behavior for her, right? Her titties aren't bouncing around right now. She's not jumping up and down or doing the jiggle bot or whatever the hell else it is. But this would be okay. This would be okay. Although I'm like, is there panties exposed here or not? If there are, maybe not. You know, mirror meta. You got to see what's in the mirror as well.
This has got to be like, yeah. All right.
Well, it's covered too. That gives it's opaque here. It may be flesh color, but it's opaque.
Seems decent. I feel like there's nothing really. Yeah, I feel like she's not even really doing anything crazy at all. She's just sitting there.
Oh, I'm wondering, is that exposed panty? I don't know. It does. It's on the edge, but still.
This is rather conservative for her. This is extremely conservative. Let's go see another one. What about this girl? She doing anything crazy? No. There any more of these? Okay, all right. This girl, yeah, I know her.
I'm not objecting. Once again, not objecting, but okay. Side boob, little questionable there. Hips are covered though, so would
go on ASMR. All favorite. No, I mean I know who these people are, right?
Asian boob.
This is pretty tame. Yeah, there's nothing even going on here. I was just watching this. You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Man, what a great stream. All sitting, the mirror meta? Yeah, but they're not standing up. Like the mirror meta was like only working whenever they would bend over in front of the camera, and then you could look at the mirror,
no underboob,
right?
there.
And so it's not really what's going on.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna be real. I know I have a crazy opinion on this. I don't care if they show porn on Twitch.
And I agree with that. But the thing is, if you're gonna do that, the problem is you have to enforce it equally for both the regular streamers and the VTubers, right? So for e-girls and for VTubers, they have to be equal. That's all.
I could not give a fuck. And you know why? Because if you don't like it, just don't turn it on.
That's very true.
Turn it off.
Agree with that.
Turn it off. Don't look at it. Don't watch it.
Agree with that.
Twitch has the same limitations that Twitter does for an individual to make an account. So if you want to say that Twitch should...
But X enforces stuff very fairly. X does not censor anime differently than it censors regular stuff. And it doesn't censor. You can post porn on X. It's cool, right? And you know, in fact, I was like shocked the other day because I was looking at Sulia's page, and Sulia had one of those, like, you click a certain amount of likes and then I'm going to give you the spicy version of the photo. And I'm like, wow, that's a version of Maury Callipy I haven't seen before. But hey, we're on X. Like spicy Maury. All right. Nice.
Do it because there are underage people on the website. Apply that same logic to Twitter and every other social media platform. Amazon would never go for that. Amazon would never go for that. I don't care. I'm just telling you what my opinion is. 13 plus site, by the way. Here's the thing. If it's a 13 plus site, then why are you able to play video games that are 17 plus that have sexual content like The Witcher 3 that has nudity in the opening scene? You think you want to show that? Like if I went to a fucking elementary school or I went to a middle school and I showed that to kids there, I'd be in fucking jail. It's very obvious that you're not supposed to show that content to children. It's a fucking fact.
That's true.
Everybody knows that. So if
and that's the problem. The problem is that unlike X, the age is 13. And they know they're targeting children. They know that they see, and Twitch knows. We've gone over the data on this channel, and I've gone over it before on other channels. Twitch knows that their primary audience is very young. They know this, and they know that they're underage. They're intentionally targeting teenagers, children, legal children. Right? And what I mean is legally they constitute children. They're not adults. So they are targeting children. That's the problem, and that's what makes it evil. And that's what I do agree with here, the bad part of it here. Let me get a couple of these. Jim Blade says, that'd be me, Earhall. Thanks for the shout out. No problem. Wolfman says, it feels like we're in high school all over again. Seriously. JV Robrigado says, for 125 Philippine pesos. Shout out to my Pinoys. Says, my concern is that those that would be reported as childlike, even if it's designated otherwise. Yeah, and I think the mods are not forgiving on Twitch. They're going to ban you if you get even close, like Shondo. Beer Bear Beard says, Twitch, oh no, we're bleeding money. Also, Twitch, let's discriminate against its most popular and profitable female streamers. Indeed. Scala says, Twitch is Coco Melon for teenagers. It's true. It's so fucking true. Invader Talks is another month. Damn. So Twitch is still on their bullshit with VTubers while giving e-thoughts free passes. Damn simps. It's true. Scorpion says, not sure if I'm the oldest, but I'll be 72 in November 2nd. Well, you're older than me, you old ass bastard. But appreciate having you here. Hope I don't give you a heart attack on stream, Grandpa. I'm fucking with you. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody who's here, no matter what age you are, whether you're 18 years old or, whether you're 80. Although I hope there's nobody under 18 watching this because we get a little bit. There's some stuff on here that might be a little
Disgusting.
Just saying. I'm just saying. All right. Let's continue with this.
Want to go and make an argument for this shit? No, I do not give a fuck. This is what I think should happen. I've said it before. I'll say it again. No minors should be on social media.
That's Australia, is sort of. They only are banning them from certain sites, whatever, not the whole internet. I mean, if you're going to do that, you got to do it comprehensively and you got to really lock it down. And also parents have to be behind this. This is something parents have to get behind. Parents need to get fucking minors off of social media. They need to be the ones to police that, and go back to policing your kids, right? That's your job as a parent, right? But I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that, especially Twitter. Bro, you know how many of the anime freak tweeters and the unhinged V tweeters that are minors? We've covered this before. A lot of the worst takes on X are minors, are literal minors. It's crazy. Parents are just being lazy in many cases, right? If your child is on social media, fine the parent. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. Although I don't trust government doing stuff. I mean, and that's just my own bias. But look, if it was across the board, okay, fine. It's 18 to use social media, just like smoking a cigarette, because it's just as addictive and problematic as drugs or alcohol or whatever else that's legal, right? So cigarettes or, if marijuana is legal, that's obviously 18 as well, usually 18 or maybe even 20 where you're at. So yeah, just make it that, you've got to be a certain age, a legal adult, wherever you are, to engage in social media. I'm okay with that. Oh, by the way, Reap says some of the most bonus irony, some of the most popular girls in cam girl sites spend more time playing video games and chatting than being spicy, which is hilarious because a lot of the girls on Twitch they're not hot enough to be the cam girls. So they go to Twitch, but then they end up playing video games. So it I guess it's kind of like merging back in. There's that meta from Twitch is kind of merging in with some of the cam girls. Funny stuff. And in the beginning for 10 Canadian said, this reminds you of early YouTube days with ad guidelines. I suspect the advertisers are complaining about cartoon characters being sexual, pushing the unfair treatment. Maybe. And they're like, why are these weird Japanese cartoons being so lewd? Why they got to be so lewd? Maybe, I don't know. But I think it's more of a censorship thing coming more from a simping standpoint on Twitch's part.
That's simple. If you are under the age of consent, you should not be allowed to make a social media account, and these streams should only be viewable with people, by people with social media accounts. That's what I think. That's my opinion. And content that's curated explicitly and specifically for underage audiences like YouTube Kids is totally fine. But the accounts that those people should have should not be able to send or receive any form of communication.
Yes, true.
That's what I believe.
Aspen W on this.
That's what I think. So let's look at some of the rules. Let's see what Twitch is doing. So I want to preface all this by saying that's what I think. That's what I think. Like, because if we want to look at it from how do you do something that works in the best interest of other people? That's what I would say it is, right? And who's supposed to enforce age controls? Twitch does. Twitch enforces age controls right now. You type that you're 12, you get permaban. Don't do it. You actually get permaban. It's happened to my viewers. Actually, don't do it. They do it all the time. Daladoran, remember him? Mm-hmm. The DK that we used to play with, the guy's account ban because
don't joke with it. Yeah.
And so anyway, we have this is like community notes. It would be funny if I said for hoes, but that's not that would be disrespectful to women. Community notes for women who like to express themselves in a sexual way that, of course, is totally acceptable, and there's nothing wrong with that because feminism is good. But yeah. That's what I meant to say, right? And so we have these new rules. When evaluating reports for sexual conduct, attire is just one factor we'll use when making a determination. We recommend streamers wear attire that would be publicly appropriate for the context. If they're actively broadcasting in workout clothes, that's a fitness stream, a swimsuit should be appropriate. The attire policy applies to VTubers in the same way that applies to other streamers. Genitalia, buttocks, hips, female presented nipples. Ooh, you got to get around the transphobia accusations by saying something that's weird like that. Basically, chicks' nipples are against the rules. Underbutt.
Also, real quick, Kieran said Virginia already did this, by the way, with prawn sites. Really? Did they? Interesting. Also, somebody just emailed me a HoloLive person to review, so we'll do that after we get to this video.
But you think about this. So a man with man tits can have underboob, but not nipples. Look, guys, I'm just reading the rules. I'm just trying to look. I'm just trying to understand. What? I'm just trying to understand the rules. Am I wrong for trying to understand it? That's it. I'm just trying to learn. I'm sorry for trying to educate myself. Anyway, what's this? Guidelines apply to VTuber models, but not video game characters, including those uploaded to games such as VR chat. So this is going to be a problem because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. VR chat, people are going to go into VR chat and then focus their content around girls that are dancing. There's so many hoes on VR chat. Like, it's basically a hopocalypse in VR chat. Like, I haven't seen, the crazy thing is that I have never seen a clip of VR chat that did not have a hoe in it.
This is true. This is not wrong. Once again, I'll play Asbin to react to Asbin.
Look, here's the thing.
Fine. Listen,
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not sorry, and I did nothing wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong with that. I got a false start on the Alex Jones.
Hoyoverse? That's a good one. I like that. But yeah. I've not even one time have I seen it. And so, that's all Raffle Gators content. Yeah, so they're just going to focus on them. Hip coverage is often forgotten in this rule. Please make sure that your VTuber model covers this area. Festival beachwear allows slightly. And again, guys, we already have VTubers that are that are they're taking this very seriously, and they're making sure that they're not going to break any rules or do anything wrong. And so we are solving this problem. Everything is okay. And what is this here? Festival beachwear allows slightly more revealing clothing, allowing showing the hips and underbust, but genitalia and female presenting nipples, but still discovered. So let me get this straight. So if there's a VTuber, all right. So let's go ahead and let's basically create let's create a foundation here. So basically, it depends on where your character is. Okay, all right. Let me just take a step back. So beachwear and pools, hot tubs, and beaches. Settings such as pool, hot tub, or beach that may not be real. Props do not require water within them for us to still consider you in the right context.
I wouldn't believe that at all for VTubers. They're not going to enforce that for They're going to ban you if you're going and getting too spicy, especially, by the way, if you have a lolly model. So like Lumi, that young model, be careful with that one.
So basically, a girl cannot be at a beach and she can have a pool that doesn't have water in it, but she's still technically able to have the pools, hot tubs, and beaches category. So if there's a pool on the screen and then she categorizes herself, and I'm just following the rules, right? I'm just look, my teachers in school hated me for thinking like this, right? Like they fucking hate. I remember one time I went into class and I was eating Funyuns.
But this is true. Okay, I didn't even about his Funyuns, but this part is pretty accurate and on point. So the point is that like if you're and I'm gonna fast forward to maybe like this part here, right? Hold on. Yeah, so I think it gets into like, the VTubers when he actually starts looking at VTubers here. Right? And I think whose chat is this? Chat, you guys can tell me which VTuber this is. I'm gonna rewind a little bit here. That he actually ends up getting reviewing. But yeah, you've got to make sure you're applying equally, like very equally. Solon says, we are witnessing the birth of Burkatubers thanks to Jeff Bezos' e-brothel, pretend morals, and endless double standards. Exactly. Also, real quick, shout out to Locals, which dropped a $5 donation over there on Locals, which I was checking out, which is Locals chat is based with the Max Mura memes. And by the way, in terms of Max Mura memes, it's just Max flicking me off, which is here, as you can see here, random drunk Japanese guy flipping me off. That's about right. Thank you, Max. Thank you. Stay you, Max. Stay you, brother. It's Max Mura reporting in from Tokyo. Squash says more nun VTubers. Please. More. There's going to be a lot more nuns, a lot more burkas, baby. LJ O'Rourke says we need the return of Club Penguin in some form of containment. It always escapes containment, LJ O'Rourke. It cannot be stopped. Hello, Maxu. Yes. All right. Thank you guys for that. All right, let me jump into the part where Asmik gets into the reviewing the VTuber, because that's where I want to. That's the part I really want to see. Okay, here we go.
And her title is Moans and Horror.
Lucy Pyre. It's Lucy Pyre.
Right.
Wait, Shaddy. Let's go. Am I ending the game? Is it over?
Right.
Over? Yippee! It's over! I already beat the game!
What about the feet, though?
Polly says...
See, he's pointing out the feet. Like, now I think this is an adult model. So, no, the breasts are covered. The hips look to be covered. I don't see any gutters, but there's a foot. I think it's okay.
Don't be daft. Aw. Polly is not
She's
having
not
a good day.
doing anything with the feet.
Uh-oh.
Is anybody here? Is it just me?
Uh-oh.
We're supposed to be a crew, though.
Feet lobby always wins. So is feet so degenerate that they don't even make feet is so degenerate they don't even make it against the rules?
Damn. Is Polly like the propaganda poster?
Is that what's going on here?
Okay, come on, man.
I don't like that. I think it should be against the rules.
Chatty, it's over for us.
I don't like looking at feet. It's disgusting.
We're so fucking dead. Chatty, we're so fucking dead.
Shondo got suspended.
Shondo's
what did she get suspended for?
It's done. We're cooked. Wait, let me out. Wait, let me through.
She got suspended for feet?
Hey.
Good.
Could you?
Thank God. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. It's not working.
I'll take though and from Asman. I think the feet, look, listen, the way Shondo did feet was just like appearing through a portal. It was very innocuous. And I have no problem with the way that Shondo showed her feet. Right. So like that was not a sexual thing. She was not sexualizing it. It was humorous. Right. I think that's an L take. Especially since in these beach streams, these e-thoughts are showing their feet too. So, not buying that one. But just want to play a little bit of that video because he got into that. Solon says, after also long white robes with a pointy gown equals Twitch. Long white robes and a pointy gown? I know what you're getting at.
Slippery little bastard! Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't spread over every egg.
I see what you did there. Ferocious Kitsu says, enhancement, ew. Other hand, more bodysuit girls, please. Enforcement. Oh, sorry, enforcement. Sorry, I read that. Enhancement. What am I? Enhance. More boba. More gutters. I want to see all the gutters. Let's enhance those gutters. Highwind for 5 Canadian says, how do they define what a lolly model is anyways? They actually define that. Let me see if I can find. Hold on, let me find. Twitch. Here it is. Okay. 1 second. I'm going to pull it up right now. Okay. Here's the lolly guideline. And this is one that, yes, you have to be very careful on. Okay. You may not show, promote, or engage in depicting fictional characters of a childlike appearance with any sexual framing. So people are reading this wrong because people nowadays, let me explain this right now. Once again,
All right, explain this to me like I'm retarded.
That won't.
A lot of people can't read. They literally can't read. So they read this and they said they read depicting fictional anime characters of childlike appearance. Lolly showed us, and they skipped with and went to is not allowed. So all they read is Lolly Shoda not allowed. And they skipped this line. It's with any sexual framing. So it's okay if it's sexual framing. Now, here's the thing. They don't specify the difference between lolly and petite, between an adult girl that is just a petite girl. And essentially right here, they say this applies to VTubers and within games where avatars are uploaded, such as VRC chat, with childlike avatars, even if the broadcaster and operator and avatar is above the age of 18. So if it's childlike, whatever they define that as, childlike, it's petite discrimination for sure. 100%. Justice for petite. It's a very low IQ move. Yeah, there are Twitch mods who think busty girls are lolly. They have no fucking clue. JV Robergato. In some cultures, showing the soles of your feet to someone means you're beneath me or you're less in dirt. Yeah, I know. In Thailand. I live in Thailand right now. I'm in Thailand right now. I'm going to Korea soon. But Thailand, pointing your feet at somebody is horribly disrespectful. Right? And that's actually one that a lot of foreigners, or farang, as I say over here, make that mistake because we cross our legs, right? So when you cross your legs, I'm crossing my legs right now. I'm not showing you my feet because I'm not a degenerate, but I'm pointing my foot as I cross my leg, right? Because obviously the foot is the lowest ordinal point on your body. It's dirty, right? So there's a lot of negative connotation there. Terra Stargaze. I've heard of recent issues affecting Asian youth over there. What are your opinion on the youth in Asia? I get what you... Listen. I'm going to play the full clip this time.
Look, here's the thing.
Fine. Listen,
I'm going to be honest with you. I I'm kind of retarded.
But not that retarded. I got that one. I got that one. Oh man. Okay. So yeah. So my ultimate take on this, look, enforcement is coming down unequally. It's not fair. And we're going to continue to see that happen. Now, the thing is, I think what could happen is there could be pushback from big corporations that say, nah, we're not going to do this. So someone asked me, is Hollow Live going to have an issue? Because obviously, this is a GG, right? GG's model, GG Murin, right? And GG's model looks young, right? And you've got some outline here. You've got a little hip cutout. Although it's not much, it's mostly covered. So a little cutout, tiny cutout, right? Could it be a problem? Oh, sorry, male model. Doesn't matter. Still hip. Right? So point is, I don't think Hollow Live is going to have a problem. Here's why. Hollow Live has direct connections with Twitch. Right? So do you think that they're going to start beef with fucking Hollow Live and Cover Corporation? Female. So yeah, who said it was who fucking lied there? Female. Who chat? I'm banning whoever said that. Male presenting hip. What the fuck? Female. Wink. Male model. Laugh. Yeah, female model. Chat. I'm gonna fucking whoever said that. I'm gonna ban them. Where are you? Getting a fucking timeout real quick. You're getting timed out. We don't put up with that shit here. We don't put up with that shit. Listen.
Do you even know what you're saying, card man? I don't even understand. I'm fucking illiterate. Do I look like I know how to read? No. I don't know how to read.
These are facts. But Hollow Live is not going to put up with that shit. Cover Corporation would be like, listen, motherfucker. We're going to sue your ass. And they're going to be, oh, Cover, no, don't do that. Oh, Cover. They actually would step back on that one. Yeah, for sure. But once again, this is goes back to unequal enforcement. Right? You don't mess where you go. Yeah, exactly. 10 Mama Best Girl. Oh man, that 10 Mama clip. Spicy. Wait, anime only? So if I make a childlike avatar in Western animation style, Simpson style, I'm clear? Well, no, probably, but yeah, no, probably not. But yeah, I get what you're trying to say. It's not only anime style. Like, don't try to game that says they're still going to hit you. It's 2D versus 3D. We know that's the real war. Asman and mini L take, especially on this. He runs the fence like no other two. Yeah, no, he's got some W and some L, right? Asman and on gaming, he typically has more W takes because gaming is more of his niche. So gaming, I typically agree with him almost 99% of the time. With stuff outside of that, like content creation stuff, maybe it goes to 75%, and then VTubing stuff drops to like 60 to 50%. It's like play-by-play, clip-by-clip, statement-by-statement, which is why I like videos where I disagree with somebody, because I feel like I can have a respectful disagreement. And I feel like if I was talking with Asman, I would have a respectful disagreement with him on some stuff. I'd be like, hey, I disagree with you on that, but okay, well, let's move on, right? But yeah, a little out of touch on social issues, yeah. But that said, has some W takes in some cases. Speaking of W takes, I wanted to promote something. So one of my viewers messaged me this, and they found a really cool program that was created by this creator, Nisino Shitsu. And this is a Hollow Live sort of thing. So they wanted me to promote like a little bit of it. So I'm going to show you this, and I guess I'll put it in the chat. I'll put this video in the chat. I think I can kind of plug this real quick. So you guys can check this out. But this is a video about this kind of Hollow Live Gura program. It's actually more than just Gura, but Let me show you guys this. It's pretty cool.
After months, I finally finished my little project I enjoy doing on my free time. Sorry if it took me a while because in the process I got a very terrible throat pain that I had to even not attend school for about 2 days because it gave me a fever about 39 degrees Celsius. It basically started after eating a lemon cupcake, or was it 2 lemon or maybe 3 lemon cupcakes in my dinner time? Oh,
Probably
not
3.
that of a big deal, gosh, but it was a very, very horrible experience because not only that, my drawing tablet XP pen broke on me, gave me a panic attack that my pen is no longer doing pen things. It can't animate for me anymore. But no worries, for the meantime, I just borrowed this from someone close to me until I have the money to buy a new replacement. Might take long to get used to this one though. Anyways, to you, my subscribers and my Patreons, here is a gift that I made for you. Here they are. Yay! It's finally finished. I made all of the Hololive Ian first gen members. Gura, Kali, Kiara, Ina, and Ame. Now you can add them in any of your Windows desktop computers and they will wander around or even play around in your computer screen. They are very cute actually. This was made possible because of the Shimeji program made by Kill Cannon.
So cool. So very cute program. I'm gonna like skip to the end here because she just kind of does a how to install, and I'll play a little bit more of it.
We'll let you be able to see each and one of them. Like A is for Ame, G is for Kura, and so on. Closing one of them will remove them out of existence. Each one of them you can assign some unique actions. Just right click on one of them. A menu will pop up and hover over to set behavior. And there you will see different actions and behaviors for you to check out. Like this, for example, Gura hungry. She will look at your mouse and she'll eat it. You can even make Kiara.
That's actually the cutest part of it, is that eating the mouse, eating the cursor. That's pretty cute. So just want to give a little quick shout out there. I think I dropped that in the chat, so you guys can enjoy that one. Yeah. Somebody said my I guess my stream wasn't showing up, but this is very true. Andrew doesn't have any filters. If it doesn't show up, it's YouTube being stupid. Yeah, and sometimes they don't like my streams. My last one got hit with a copyright claim because I played Com Susatod from Evangelion, right? So they didn't like that apparently, but now it's taken like a whole almost 12 hours now, I guess it has been since I streamed, or maybe it was 8 hours, and it still hasn't been able to edit that song properly out. So it's still like restricted. So whenever you have a video that gets restricted, it will knock you in the algo. So it's like bad, and it knocks you back in the algo. So YouTube is very much a platform that punishes you for misbehavior, which is why you have to be a good boy, right? So we got to be a good boy for a while. I was a bad boy. Now I got to be a good boy, right? Even though we talked about cum gutters today. So, it is what it is. Smash a like button, by the way, for those gutters. We had 900 people in here today. Oh, actually, we had 1,000 at peak. So appreciate that. Black Sheep Boy says, how far we gone from Bonsai Buddy? So far. We've fallen so far. But guys, thank you for joining today. I'll be back probably tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time, but I will definitely be streaming for show. Until then, never forget about the...
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Low